the material that we use iron, that pure form. However, they occurrence in the form of mixture. Then what is mixture? A mixture is combination of different substances such that no chemical reaction takes place between them. Okay, if you talk about the example, you can see different examples of mixtures. Food grains and stones, salt, sugar and water. And moreover that, air is a mixture of so many gases. And finally, food also mixture. Okay, and our task is to separate these mixtures. Okay, how you will get tea? From tea, you have to separate tea leaves. Then only the tea is edible to drink. And from the seawater should evaporate and you will obtain salt. Evaporation method is used to separate. Okay, and you can have so many examples. How to remove the unwanted substances from mixture. This is what we want to learn. How to drink water. Is it possible to drink water directly? The water maybe contains chemicals, dust particles, microorganisms. These microorganisms leads to various health problems. So how you will drink water? Yes, you have to purify the water. Okay, water purifier is required. Okay, so after filtration only you can use. And from the food grains you have to separate stone. Which methods are used to separate? Yes, the grains should be separate from the stone. Okay, and you can see industrial waste. Okay, how the industrial waste is separated? You know, waste management. Is it possible to dump on river? No. You need to have a water treatment plant to separate the waste. Okay, to obtain a useful substances from the mixture, which methods can be adopted? If you want to separate iron from the iron ore, iron is mainly obtained from iron ore, which contains impurities like dust, sand, etc. Which methods are used to separate iron? You can use magnetic separation, okay, which are attracted by magnet. Here I can show you a simple activity. Nail is mixed with dust. So the nail can be separated by using magnet. Okay, since nail is made up of iron, you can use magnet for the separation from this mixture. Okay, this is magnetic separation. To obtain different useful substances, you can have many more examples. From milk, you will get many milk products like butter, paneer, curd, cheese, etc. That also you can separate. And in the case of oil, from where you will get oil? You know, the petroleum refining. Okay, after petroleum refining, you will get many petroleum products such as diesel, petrol, etc. Okay, this is the important separation. Separation of substances. Let's go to the different examples of separation. The same picture is there in your textbook also. So when you pour the tea into teacup, before that your mother is to do this process. Okay, she is to use the strainer for the separation. Why she is using this strainer? Did you ever seen the strainer? Okay, you might have seen that. Okay, so if you want to drink the tea, what have to do? You have to separate the tea leaves. So tea is a useful component, you want to drink it. The tea leaves are the non-useful components you want to separate. Okay, we used to drink tea and we used to throw the tea leaves. For that, separation is required. Okay, so this is the importance of separation. So non-useful components are to be separated. Okay, and this is essential for the home. Okay, and coming to the other examples. Can you say some other examples at home? Yes, you can see churning machines here. Okay, what is churning? Yes, after continuous stirring, you can see that from the curd, your mother is separating a useful components like butter and lassi. Makhan means butter. Both makhan and lassi are separated after churning. After continuous stirring curd, you can separate both useful components. Okay, both are two useful substances, components which are required. Right? We used to have butter and we used to have lassi. For that, this separation is very, very essential. Butter and makhan. Okay? And can you say any other examples for the separation? Yes. Let us go to the another separation. Okay, here you can see what is this. What is this actually? This is the wheat plant, right? Yes, mainly we are getting wheat flour from this plant. Okay, students, please look at here. This is the grain portion. This is the grain portion, and look at here. And down you can see what? A stalk. This is a stalk and the top is the grain. So from the stalk, what you have to do? You have to separate the grains. From the stalk, you have to separate the grains. How you will separate this grain from the stalk? Okay, this is the grain and this is the stalks. Grain is useful and stalks also useful. Grain we eat for atta and all. Okay, we used to grind it and we used to eat it. And stalks, we mainly feed the straw to animals. It is used as animal feed. Both are essential. Okay, so which method of separation is possible here? Okay, as a student, you have to know. Okay, grain is separated from stalk of plant. It is very, very essential separation. Okay, I will show you another example of separation. This maybe you might have learned from the third chapter, that is fiber to fabric. Right? Yes. What is this process? This process is called, can anyone say? Yes. This process is called ginning. Yes. The process of separating cotton fibers from the cotton seeds. That is called ginning. This is very essential separation. Ginning. Okay. And this process also very, very important separation in your day-to-day life. You might have familiar that. Okay. So, if you want to separate the specific food items from the salad, you like salad but you would like to separate your favorite food from the salad. How you will separate? You pick up veggies you don't like and you eat rest of them. Right? So, which method you are using to separate those vegetables or those fruits from the salad or from spices from the salad? You can directly you can separate it by using your hand. Right? Yes. This is one of the important mode of separation. That separation by using your hand. Okay. My question, why we are separating? What is the importance? Why do we separate those substances? First, to remove harmful substances from a mixture like stone, insects, pulses, rices, etc. And the second use, to separate non-useful substances from mixture like straining tea leaves from tea. You have seen the first example. We also separate two useful components if we want to use them separately like butter, lassi, etc. That also you have seen in the previous case. From the curd, how you will separate this lassi and lassi and makhan, how you separated. So however, maybe separation is very, very important. Remember these 3 points. These points very, very important. That is to remove harmful substances or to remove non-useful substances and to separate two useful components. So which is very, very essential in your day-to-day life. Okay. And first 2 points you can see that harmful and non-useful. Harmful substances has to be removed. Okay, your mother used to do at home. She used to remove the stones, etc. from the rice. And the second process also from your home, your mother used to do like that. And the third process also, which is familiar, that also which showing a very important role, which plays a very important role in your day-to-day life, the separating lassi and butter by churning curd. Okay. Table is there in your textbook. Okay, the first case, separate stones from rice. What is the purpose which we want to do the separation? Yes, to remove impurities or harmful components. Okay, the stone is a harmful components that you have to separate from the rice. And obviously, we used to throw away the impurities. Okay. Coming to the second case, churning curd to obtain butter. Why we are doing churning? Yes, there the churning is essential. It is used to separate two different, but it is useful components, to differentiate two useful components. Okay, and we are using both the components, that is lassi and butter. So here it is essential. Coming to the third process, separation process, separate tea leaves. Why we are separating tea leaves? To remove non-useful components. Here tea leaves are the non-useful components. So you want to separate this. What we are doing? We used to throw away the solid component, tea leaves. Okay, this is the example. The same there in the textbook also. Okay. Okay, why we learned this? We are going to the first different methods of separation. Okay, you know what are the different methods of separation? Yes, I have in the introductory session I have told you. You can see different methods of separation: handpicking, threshing, winnowing, sieving, sedimentation, decantation, filtration, and evaporation. You have to learn different separation methods by using different examples and based on the size examples, etc. First, handpicking. From the rice, how will you separate grains? Rice grains with impurities. Here you can see from the impurity. This is a daily activity your mother used to do at home. Okay, what she used to do? Did you ever help your mom to pick up the stones? No. Just simply using hand, and you can just pick up the grains. You can just pick up the stones from the grains. Okay, and this is used mainly for the substance should be mainly in a bigger size. So the pulses, rice have impurities such as stones, dirt, insects, other grains. Okay, to remove those stones, dirt, insects, other grains with your hand. Okay, that is a simple method called hand picking. What is hand picking? It is a separation method used to remove the unwanted or harmful substance from a mixture by using your hand. Okay. Can handpicking be used to separate all substances from a mixture? Is it possible to use handpicking for all the substances? Like here, mixture of salt and sugar. Is it possible to separate salt and sugar by using your hand? No. We have other methods also. Right? Yes, we are not supposed to separate those two components. Okay. So children, my question. Where this handpicking are possible? And here which methods are applicable? Not only handpicking, there are many methods. Handpicking can be used if the size of impurity is large or the quantity of impure substance is less, then only handpicking is possible. Remember these 2 points. Handpicking is only possible if the size of impure substance is large or the quantity of impure substance is less. In this case only you can use hand picking methods for the separation of components. Remember these 2 points in your mind. Okay.